Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Just give me a second here. While we ping the Discord. Please enjoy a live stream over Illium. Well, sunrise, rather. And hello people. How is everyone? Happy Tuesday to you all. Happy Tuesday afternoon. Shannon Cheeks, hello from Onalaska, Texas. It's 55 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is, Sharon. You'll have to translate it for me. 1 degrees in Germany. Good morning, or afternoon, rather. And your Black High from Serbia, with fairly cold 6 degrees and cloudy, windy weather. Finally able to join one of the lives. You'll be pleased to know everyone today. We do have present to the brown body here, which should be capturing. It doesn't show a live feed for some reason. The webcam has crashed. she is there, I promise you. Hold on. Let me re-add the webcam into the stream. There we go. There we go. Oh, it works. There she is. Yeah, Coco is with us today. And she's brought Pink Pig to bed with her, which is very cute. Adorable. Well, thank you so much of you for joining me. Lammy, Rob, Lincoln, Tommy, Wopsky, Sapphire, Adulterated Jedi. Welcome everyone. Yeah, so sorry it's been so long. I have been super bad with live streaming for pretty much a couple of years now, to be honest. But especially so the last year. So we're going to try to be much more consistent. With 2 a week, I'm going to try to aim for Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you hang around till the end of the stream, you'll get to help vote on what Thursday's stream will be. Is what I want to do going forward. To spend much more time live with you all. But yes, everyone's falling over Coco anyway, so we can just have a Coco live stream, can't we? But either way, everyone, welcome to the first of hopefully many Illium live streams. The city is big enough now. There is a build in the city that hasn't gone out publicly on YouTube yet, so I'll avoid that particular section of the downtown. But I want to work on this coastline over here. I'm also just enjoying a very strong coffee. I accidentally picked up a tablespoon instead of a teaspoon and didn't notice until I started mixing it. So it's very powerful. Yeah, cool. So over here, the bit of land between Sapphire Marina and Primrose Hill. I would like to... Is it Primrose Hill? Plymouth. Plymouth Slopes. Primrose Hill's in London, isn't it? Between Sapphire Marina and Plymouth, there's a little undeveloped coastline here. I think it'd be really nice to expand the tourist and shopping vibe we have in the marina, along the couplet system as well. So that's what we'll do today. We could even go for keys here as well. We'll start testing what our terrain differences are like. So let's have a little look here. Should we do a stair key here? And then we can have it come down into this green belt, which will blend into this marina somehow at some point in the future. Let's test the viability of stair keys. It should work here. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. To bring that in, we'll use a little bit of network multi-tool. Oh, is she gone? She has. She's left. Hold on. She's had enough. Coco's already bored of the stream. If she comes back, we'll turn it back on. Let's do a little parallel feature here. To there. Thank God for the network multi-tool, right? This is a really cool feature, but it does use up an extraordinary amount of nodes sometimes. Hey, you inspired me to create my very own realistic, detail-oriented city. Glad to hear, mate. Please submit it for City Showcase when you feel it's done. Hey, Baby Bell Blue, welcome in. Synth. Name I can't read. Can you choose graphics in 4K for a while? You mean the live stream? I can't stream in 4K, mate, no. I don't have the internet capacity to stream in 4K. Or the PC, either. So I think we'll concrete this entire section up. Quite a lot of planters, benches and whatnot to sit on the marina here. We'll go ahead and slow the whole road down as well. The highway roads will return, but not for a little bit here. Feeling quite a lot of palm line roads today. Maybe here. We'll see how it develops. Need to change a name here. Go for Calax Queen. Alex, you might as well. Hawaii Star Stuff. Lilo Mini, welcome in. Walked by the portal yesterday and it gave me a view to Ipswich. Didn't seem like you all were suffering across the pond. Portal? What is that, Flopsky? I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea. And don't forget to like, thank you, what? Yes. Likes really help the stream, guys. If you can spare a moment. So we need a much smaller surface brush here. So we'll go concrete here. Which I know is a lot of concrete for right now, but bear with it. It will be filled with things and trees and planters and whatnot. We'll work on this top layer here first. You know, there's maybe even scope for IMT bollard work today as well if we really want to get into it. I assume the bollards work with IMT, do they? Let's have a little test. We want a prop here. One of our plazas and promenades, bollards will work wonders. Yeah, I think that's pretty much going to happen, isn't it? And then we'll do much closer than that as well. Do we have any bollard place in the comments? What is the actual legal width for bollards? Does anyone know? There's always bollard place. Can't escape them. A portal that gives you a view into other cities. Are you a wizard, Flopsky? What are you talking about? A portal that gives you a view into other cities. Hey, object. Been wanting to see what this little bit would get. Yeah, it's been a bit of an awkward slice of land, hasn't it? I think we'll go with that then. Let's copy this line style, and then again we can just do whole street, can't we? God, the intersection marking tool is amazing, isn't it? Incredible scenes to be able to just do that. And then here, let me just copy this whole line style actually. Yes, please. And then whole street. And boom. Instant bollard work. Already makes a huge difference, doesn't it? There we go. Bollards are typically between 900mm and 1200mm wide, depending on its function. Space 1.2mm, so Brams and mobility scooters can get through. There you go. They set it up in Dublin, New York. Oh, you mean like the I am a wizard? the You mean like the live webcam feed things? Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah. So I didn't realize they were called portals. My mind immediately went to visions of Baldur's Gate 3 with the word portal. Or any other sort of fantasy setting, I suppose. Will also work. That's cool. What? And it's broadcasting to Ipswich of all places. That's so random. What? Why Ipswich? Is it a brand deal or something? So I come up with a little planter design here. We got any other bins? I feel like I use the same part life bins over and over again. It's probably because they're all there are. Those are the only ones. Got some other little vanilla trash ones. I do like these campus bins though. I'll go with those. And what else might we find between bench upon the waterfront here? Let's go through our list of content creator props, shall we? An umbrella, would that be weird? Yes, it would. Maybe one of these little random African miniature plant pots, maybe. Something we literally never use. Any tips for more realistic American cities on console? Grid, mate, yeah. Grid is very powerful for good-looking cities on console. Because you don't have the refinement, unless you're playing with mouse and keyboard, but I don't think there's many console players that use mouse and keyboard, is there? And just go with the grid, mate. Go with a big gridded city. Because then you'll get your flushed zone-ins. You can't obviously plop any buildings on console. Egg, please no hate, but I really don't like the entrance road to the uni campus. That sharp right hook is so painful. Is it? Which one are you talking about? The entrance to the campus. Sharp right hook. Oh, this one here? This one you mean? Do you want me to node control it? Do you want me to node control it? Let's push green back a little bit. Is this better for you? Is that a little easier? I assume that's what you're talking about. Any chance to add some 1x1 commercial around there? Yeah, I think we're going to do some 2x2 commercial actually, Anya. Got some ideas for it. Is that alright, Cal? There you go, mate. No worries. Oh, is that a really close node now? Yeah, there is. Hold on. Hold on. Good job I noticed that, actually. Move that. Oh, actually, wait, did I need that node? I probably did, didn't I? Hold on. Let me add it back in here. And reset these heights. Let me just arrange these trees. The right turn looks like it's removed, but that might just be the node controller. Oh, there we go. Okay, that should be right. There goes the bus. Is that turn alright? I hope so, because that's that's what's happened to it. Okay, that's the Panther design. They meant to set it up at Bolton, but got confused with the palindrome. Is that the Ipswich thing, EMB? Egg, you should use 1x1 modern city centre shops to detail plaza areas. They make great little shops. They do. KNT, they do. You're right, yeah. They're nice, those. Hey, Egg, long time watcher here. Love the way you build. I'm working on a realistic population build and was wondering if you could show a real pot modded build on City Showcase, as I haven't seen one yet. If one gets sent in, Ian, absolutely. But I don't think a ton of people play with it. It's waiting for one to be sent in, really. That's the main issue we've got with it. Yeah, I think Brassak's joining the stream in a bit. He plays realistic population cities, I think. There's a few in the Discord that do. Do we want a tree in here? Does that make sense? Will tree please accept that? It looks a little straight. Such a big tree in a small pot looks a little odd, doesn't it? I don't think I'm on board with that. Should we just go with the pot then? Should we just do that? Although I do want a tree in the middle there. Something colourful. Maybe the little red number. If you're wondering why I'm placing it and then dragging it, it's because Bob is trying to add it to the network. Yeah, something like that, I think. Yeah, you think it'd be London, Manchester, or Liverpool? Yeah, I've zero idea as to why they would put Portal webcam in feeding to Ipswich of all places. Is there anything even decent in Ipswich? Or even is it known for something? Ian B mentions the Ipswich Bolton palindrome bit is a joke from the full version of the parrot sketch. It's over my head, that on Ian B. So Laurie would be very unhappy with that tree patch. Is Laurie tree police, Wolf? If she is, tell her to come raise her concerns directly. We'll address them. Okay. I think we'll go with this then. I don't want it to be... If we do loads of them, it's going to look really spammed, so... Actually, maybe we... Yeah, maybe we line this up with the stair segments. That'll help us generate a bit more of a pattern, won't it? So we'll say just to the left of this little nodule on the fence, if you like. Although I guess that does technically depend on the segment length, doesn't it? But I can live with that. Get some other ideas for roadside entertainment here as well, everyone. Or maybe this is probably a good chance to go to Google Earth, actually. See what we think of these down the street here. Oh, they're floating. We'll sort that out. Just need to drag them back down to Earth here. Bring you down a little bit. Trees really high in the air. You okay, tree? There we go. There you go. Isn't that a fun little quirk notice? I wonder why it's doing that. I've never had that before. That's fine. Easily fixed. Coffee mini donuts on a Tuesday live stream. Very nice. I've also got a white monster next to me as well, which has made me very happy. Is Jamaica an Australian city? We have Charzilla. Thessia is our Australian-inspired playlist. If you'd like to check it out. That's 65 episodes or so of Thessia to enjoy. Yeah, we need some good inspiration shouts for, I guess, waterbound marina cities is really what we're working with here, isn't it? Give me shout outs for commercial marina waterfronts around the world, everyone. We'll go take some inspiration for what we see on a roadside by a beach or a waterfront here. Was Thessia ever finished? Not officially, but it is basically done. There's probably one more town to build on it. Well, it is basically done. Yeah, it is. I can't connect you because you're two different types of key, which is fine. I'll just do it manually. set to the same height here as well. Blended. There is a bit of a height change here between the marina. We'll blend that in though with landscape and surface once we're happy. Hey Martin, thanks for watching the content, mate. I appreciate it. Hey Dead Drop, good afternoon. Hope you're well. Loving the Illium series so far. The new content on Monday is something I look forward to every week. So much so I became a member for that extra episode. Thank you so much, Drop Dead. Appreciate the membership, dude. Thank you for taking part in the early access. Means a lot, man. Thank you so much. Seattle. Long Beach, California. I think I'm feeling Cali vibes, you know, Shannon, because we've got the palms. I think we'll do Long Beach. And pull up a little bit of the old Google Maps here, everyone. I'm gonna take some inspiration. Okay. I think we're here, right? This is quite industrial, Shannon. This is Long Beach, right? We're here, here. Or here, maybe. Here. Yeah, this is sort of what we're working with here, isn't it? Oh, Sapphire Fire with a $4.99 US super chat. Favorite tree, question mark? Also, I may have missed it, but I'd love to see the television station used in Illium. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday to you, Sapphire. Thank you for the $5, mate. My favourite tree, I think it's got to be the live oak, probably. It's just, it's so versatile, isn't it? Yeah, I'll probably go live oak, mate. Thank you for the donation, buddy. It's just pathway here, isn't it? Which is fine. There's bollards, though. Oh, no, they're not. They're kind of like pier structures, really, aren't they? Maybe a little further down, perhaps. Maybe a little bit further down here, everyone. This is basically Illium here, isn't it? The path and the palm linings, and the marina on the right. We can do some more marina structure today as well, if you like. I really underbuild marinas, don't I? There's actually fucking loads of boats. And they're like really tightly packed as well. Maybe down here, which I know we're not building on a beach, but we can take inspiration from the left-hand side here at least. Little cycling park. California short palms, noticed. And the Guccio Cafe. Kind of looks like Malibu, bro. It's that same beachfront. Look at that arrangement of buildings there. Isn't that interesting? This looks really old. With like modern hotels around it. What building is that? Where were you? Were we here on this intersection? Sorry, we're getting slightly distracted, everyone. Bear with me. There, isn't it? What are you? That's a barber's? Is that it? Jesus. Oh, we're dramatic for a barber's workshop, isn't it? Ah, Villarreal, okay, apartment complex. Okay, does look to be quite an old building. Okay, we can definitely take a vibe here though, right? We've got parasols, playgrounds, cafes, quite a lot of palm as well. It's definitely the vibe here, isn't it? Cool, so we'll remove these palms. Because I don't think I want them, well, I want commercial here. Which isn't something I'd advise doing everywhere for anyone doing a follow along, because this road is a busy one. Having people stop and start here isn't the best thing to do, but the traffic has gone away. Yeah, it has calmed down here now. Because this used to be really busy through here. But it's much calmer now. Okay, let's look at everything too deep. Tell you what I do want in here first of all is Leno's strip mall. That'll be perfect for here. Oh, no it won't, because it's too big. Get it in down there at least. Hot Cities with a €13.66 super chat. So that the city can finally afford a beautiful new impressive bridge. Thank you so much for the donut. Oh, love you, man. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, we... So tell you what, now's a good time for a poll, because I don't know if I am actually going to do it. Maybe I can gauge the reception to such a project with a poll, which is about to go up. Should we add transit to the main bridge or keep it only road? We'll have only roads, or let's see, my people might not get that actually. Probably needs I'll say yes, add transit. I'm trying to overcomplicate the poll. Hey Rookie Thomas, how are you, mate? Recent Spice of the Month, undisputed champion, by the way. Well done on a third win in 4 months, Rookie. Incredible. Yeah, so this main bridge across the river, amongst other people have been asking me if I'm going to add any transit to it, i.e. Thessia style with trams or monorail or trains or something under it, or, you know, to develop it with the mods, or keep it as only road and allow the only transit back and to be the ferries. Yeah, add transit. It's obliterating the poll, of course. Bear with you. No, she's not. The heating's on, so she's laying next to the radiators. She won't come here while the heating's on. Usually her bed is next to a radiator, but I moved it here so I could try and use her for content, essentially. But she's gone. She's left. She's disappeared. Okay, let's get a fun little mix. Lots of random things down. Mostly Leno's, because Leno is king. Some shops should be might go in here nicely, actually. Someone mentioned the 1x1 city centre stuff as well, didn't we? Which will be under high density commercial. Yeah, this stuff. Yeah, these are pretty cute, aren't they? Let's chuck a few of these on the other side of the road. We'll use them. But for the strip mall vibe here, I just want nothing but commercial, really. Yeah, bookstore works fine. A Penny's Diner would be great. And that should be it, I think. Let's just stick all these together, just so it's like one continual shop front. And we're not encroaching too much on the back build here. We'll have a little gap in the mall here, I think. Those buildings don't glue together very nicely. Let's just... bring in something that does. Classic central wine and liquor. Just do another alleyway back to the shopping district behind here. And then the same on this one, because we've got quite a lot of entrances on that Penny's building. The death care can be relocated, because it was only a temporary placement there. You want to do 2 of these strip malls? I do feel bad for duplicating unique buildings sometimes. I think it's because I've never been allowed to do it in most of the main lines here, at least with that move it. Okay. A bit of car parking would be nice here as well. And because we're only in a 2 deep gap here, everyone will stay connected nice and happily. I thought the poll would be about the airport. That'll be the next one actually, Flopsy, because I do need opinions on the airport. I'm very... undecided with where it's going to go. I mean, there can always be two. Rannoch and Orchid Bay both had 2 airports. Or Orchid Bay had 1,000 airports. There was the most amount of airports we'll ever get in any city, I think. Yeah, let's fill all that in. Happy, happy. And then we'll give another path connection down here. Let's actually do part path for that. And then we'll have this here. See what we think about this storefront. I'll have a little hydration break and a posture check, please, everyone. Yeah, I saw your old playlist of your crew FIFA career mode. Super, I want that kind of support crew. I loved that career mode, man. That was such a good run. I love a Road to Glory on FIFA. Yeah, that's a super old playlist though. That's so funny that you saw that. Did you go and find that, or did that come up in your suggested? Out of interest. Add transit, auto, yes. Tommy started on this map last week again and updated the bridge to a 6-lane. Looks so good. A little bit of Sydney. Technically I answered add transit, but parallel rail is also acceptable. Cable car line above the bridge, says EMB. How would we get that back down though? Because you'd have to have a station which would bring the terrain up. Interesting concept, EMB. Maybe tram roads. Tram roads would always be good. Not sure it would be a good idea, as it would draw passengers away from the ferries. Coco gave up stardom for warmth. Yeah, right. Some life lessons to be had there, isn't there? Hey, I've been a viewer since Noob Yoke, and Illium, Rannoch, and Orchid Bay have been such huge inspirations to my cities. Love the work. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Kick you. Appreciate it, mate. And many years ago, there was a tram in Long Beach. I haven't been there in over 15 years. For the Marina area, you've been toying with downtown Disney and Celebration in Florida. Go with what you know. Okay. Something a bit more substantial here. We think on this corner, and we can downgrade all these roads away from highway as well. Do 4-lane over here. And then 2-lane back in. Yeah. What can we put here, everyone? Can't be anything too big. Thinking maybe one of the Africa uniques, but not sure if it'll be a little bit out of place. Yoga garden. You were searching for the Navaria build and you saw the crew playlist of it under it. That's so funny, man. Thank you for watching the FIFA content. You're probably one of the only people that did. I used to smash FIFA career mode, man. I've not played a decent FIFA career mode for a while now. Absolutely love it. It's like crack. Fantastic fountain. I think it'll be a bit big, Josh, for here. Gas station's not a bad shout from Lincoln. A gas station would be nicer, especially as you're coming back into civilization. Yeah, I think we'll do gas station. I'm pretty sold on that immediately. Let's find it. It's the most difficult asset in the world to find. There it is. Do a little back-to-back setup, little double pump action, perhaps. Spin you around. We can have double rotating ice cream. Which, for the diabetics in the chat, I'm sure it's a terrifying thought. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Don't just want to surface paint everywhere here though. I do want to plot concrete so we can have some overgrown areas on this like sandy beachfront here. And then we'll shape a little bit of an entrance into the stations. You know what we saw someone do in City Showcase? They used, on its own, the really terrible vanilla pump, didn't they? It's a 1x1 asset, isn't it? Yeah, this one. But they configured it to not be bad by essentially just making custom gas stations with it. Can we add more here? How much move it totally changes the Cities 1 experience, right? Like the grow balls as well, obviously. It's kind of ruined all my surface work, hasn't it? So, I guess we will just surface paint it then. I'm not up to here though. What do we think? Is it too much gas? Do we go for one or the other, or leave both in? Or switch the dino oil out for the rotating ice cream? Teddy used them for a gas station in Millau. He did. Oh, you're right. Yeah, he did. Tend to neglect so much of the 1x1 assets, but there's a lot of, especially when you have move it, you can do a lot of very interesting things with them. Hey Jane, welcome to the stream. How are you? Jane has been absolutely smashing the running in the Discord recently, everyone. Everyone's very proud of her. Fantastic work, Jane. Excellent motivation. Maybe remove one of the 1x1s, it gets too cramped. Do we even want to fuse them? We could separate them. They don't have to be joined at the roof. I prefer the 1x1 vanilla, make it a complex. Yeah, I think we will do that. I think we will do that. I like that idea. I guess I'll go with how I perceive UK gas stations then. Just kind of drive into them like this, don't you? I feel like I'm going to get this wrong now. Gas station police are going to be honest. And then there's usually like 2 rows. Want to join the curbs there so we get those like gas pumps together in the middle. Yeah. We need a main building. Where do people go in to pay for their petrol? I mean, that looks pretty gas station-y to me, right? That looks like a zomboid gas station, actually. Got any zomboid players in the chat? I love this game. This game loves you. Karina? Definitely street waffle with my live stream, so you probably shouldn't be getting everyone's hopes about my fitness. You're allowed it, Jane. You've absolutely more than earned it. You're in a calorie deficit for the next 6 years at least. Go for it. You have more than earned it. Something like that. Is everyone on board with that? I really don't like all the services around here, though. We'll repaint, I think. Speaking of repaint, did you see it's coming to CS2? I need to make a video on that update. Ice Flake spoke for the first time, didn't they? One of the first things they mentioned, mod integrations. And the community goes wild, right? Who would have guessed that? Fantastic. How many types of police does this channel have right now? Oh god, there's loads of different forces now. Train police, terrain police, bollard police have been mentioned today. Monorail police, particularly in Illium, not in any other city really. There's loads. gradient police, but that's, again, kind of like a special branch of the terrain police, really. About the terrain police, sorry, rather than a whole separate force. How is he able to place key without shoreline or inland? That is the Network Anarchy mod Goblin. You can find it in Illium's playset of. It's one of the most popular mods on the Steam Workshop. If you search for Network Anarchy, it will let you place any network of which keys are wherever you want, and you can also force them to be elevated. You can force them into bridge segment. You can force them underground. Very good mod. Probably one of the most important, I think. Network Anarchy is what you're looking for. I'll push these up a little bit closer here. A little bit more 2x2 concrete space. Do you know what would look good here? What's it called? That sign that comes on the unique building. We could do a big bite sign. There's no big bite here though. You guys know the one I'm talking about, don't you? Of course you do. Well, that driving sign's quite cute, but it is in Japanese. So, not massively relevant. It's the only Japanese gas station in town. We can just go with that. We can make it law. Does everyone forget their pump number by the time they get to pay and have to double check every time, Jedi? Every time. Zomboid is one of the best games ever and it's still not done. It is spooky banana. I've pumped so many hours into Zomboid recently. We've been playing a lot of Bad Wolf actually. If anyone wants to come play some multiplayer Zomboid, come and join us in the Discord. Been having some multiplayer sessions recently. Lots of fun. Yeah, a car wash wouldn't be a bad shot, Marcus. Thank you for 137 of you joining me as well. Appreciate it on a little Tuesday live stream together. As long as it looks pretty, please. That's kind of me. Alex. That's kind of me. It's like, if it looks good, it's fine. Don't worry about what's happening under the hood. It's nice. Fine. Just ignore the terms and conditions. No one ever reads them. They are slightly walking through the bushes, aren't they? Slightly walking through the bushes. We'll change that. Let's bring in some California shorty. I think we'll go with the Japanese sign. So you can only really get served at this gas station if you're able to decipher the Japanese language, otherwise gotta go elsewhere. I wouldn't mind a little bit of prop fencing here. I feel like I do a lot of bush lining, and because we have prop snapping mod capability now, I feel like I'm underutilizing a lot of very nice prop fencing. Could go with a bamboo fence. Does match the Japanese sign. Is bamboo Japanese? Or is it more Chinese? I'm not sure. Maybe both. These little wooden mid-century modern fences are quite tidy though, aren't they? I think we'll go with these. How are there so many pedestrians on that road? Which one? Yeah? I actually don't know. I don't know. Where are you coming from? Oh, they're just walking down here, are they? Yeah, there's possible justification for a bridge here, actually. I'd rather than not be walking on the couplet roads. We'll get to it, though. We'll give them proper infrastructure. And let's bring this over here as well. Love making little areas like this. Bit of colour, maybe. A little roady. And one California shorty. Oh, look at that. He's going in to get gas as well. He nearly drives into it. Oh, no. Go on. Go the other way. Go the other way. You're so close to actually using that then. That'd have been amazing. I really like that. Apple Pay at the pump is the way to go. I'm too rural. We don't get pay at pump up here. There's a local petrol station that'll come and, like, family style it for you. You know, where they fill the gas up yourself, which is super rare. Like, nowhere in the UK does that anymore. Yeah. Good morning from Arizona. And my son and I watch every Monday morning. Love Illium. Thank you so much, Relax and Flow. Shout out to the Arizona subscribers. One of my favourite US states, actually. A lot of time for Phoenix. An update on all my viewing review content. Palaven, Bavaria, Rannoch, Orchid Bay, Thessia, all complete. I'm now up to date on Yokeley and Illium. Episode 85, Greenbelt Pedestrian Trams of Eyeless. That's some serious binging, dead heart. Appreciate it, mate. How was that absolute mega binge? Right, you will need spawn point work. Just get picked up here. Actually, no, get picked up over here. And then you will need to be down here as well, won't you? You'll probably still get served. I mean, then again, he just got served there, didn't he? Because, like, he definitely, unless he was driving up to one of the other ones, I'm not sure. Maybe they are okay there. Maybe that's close enough to that road, technically. I guess it is. It's not that far away at all, is it? Watch your videos when there's nothing to do in school. I hope you're not paying attention in school. To watch my videos. I appreciate it. I'm glad they can provide you with something. And we need something for the behind the commercial. Should we just do like grotty delivery detailing? A little bit of chain link fence. Some scrap. I think we'll do that. We'll do... I do want to leave a little bit of sandy area there. Hello sauna. Yeah, we'll keep this, but we'll actually bob it. Let's bring Bob in. Get rid of those rank little vanilla trees that sit on the back of it. And create like a little alleyway here, maybe between the mall and the sauna. Does the petrol station need spawn points fixing? Yeah, I think we just touched on that, didn't we? I think it should be alright. They look close enough. You could use the spawn points to let them access the gas station. We'll see what happens with them. If they start whinging, we know we've messed it up. EV charger behind the shops. That isn't a bad shout, you know, Wolf. Green Cities. Green Cities car parking. Yeah, do you want to go EV charging? I need to delete these things because they override everything else. I don't know, what do we think, everyone? EV charging or grotty delivery area? Oh. Move them down a little bit. Yeah, we can actually line up the charging panels, I suppose. Both. I suppose we can do both. Yeah, let's do both. Let's do both. I'll tuck this down closer to the road. And then we'll blend everything in around that. Good shout, Wolf. Great idea. And in so much time on this. One little back end. This is what live streams are great for, though. We will get down to the wall through eventually, will. First, there's chain link fencing to be had. Can I get you in a full stretch there? Let's maybe go into the building a touch first. There we go. That'll do. I'll have this run around the edge. Creating an alleyway where there'll be an opening into it for back access. And then the building essentially forms the rest of the alleyway for us here anyway. Find a place for that doesn't clip with the dumpster on the sauna. And then delivery trucks can come in here. We'll place that gate. And then just twizzle him into position. Crime. Immediate crime. Have we got a police station over here? Yes. Literally down the road. Come and do your jobs. You wish there was that many? It's getting pretty popular now, the Wolf, right? Like, EV chargers are everywhere now. Are they all compatible? Like, can any Tesla use any charger? Or did it have to be, like, a specific voltage or something? Does it need mods to modify location object like this? This is the mod Move It. Doipum, if you're wondering what we're doing here. Yeah, chargers next to the gas station is typical setup. Yeah, I guess you're right actually, aren't you? Probably right there. Like here. I probably don't need those tiles there actually. We can just do surface painter now if we're putting the buildings this side. Okay, and then I'll have my chain link fence sat. Yeah. I'll have the gate on the corner and then just send fence up to the hedge. Yeah, this is a better layout, isn't it, I think? I think so, everyone. I think that's the point. Coco hasn't returned yet either, I'm sorry. I can only offer you a brief glimpse of Coco coming at the very start. I'll just spin these end pieces out ever so slightly. I'll push that one back as well. And I was saving this little empty spot here for a reason. I did just want some more kind of dusty overgrowth to be present near the gas station as well. Actually, no, the beach I think is a bit more appropriate, isn't it? Maybe another shorty as well. Isn't there just so much fun you can have with like official assets? A little bit of Move It in the prop line too, goodness me. Great stuff. Hey Marco, how are you, buddy? How are you? Been having a rough couple of weeks, but it's very relaxing having OE on while detailing in CS to wind down. Illium's a very nice Monday motivator. Glad to hear that, kick you. It's nice you guys can take so much, not just entertainment, but other variables from the videos as well. Means a lot to me, thank you, mate. The Janus, you beast, mate. Nice to see you, buddy. How are you? Alright, let's get some props in here then. Actually, do I even push my luck? Do I go for a touch of sand surface painter here? No. Because it stretches everything out, it's fine. That's fine. We could do sand surface, actually. Sorry. A little bit of ruin doesn't do much, does it? No, it's too big. Do we have 1x1 gravel? Yeah, okay. That's a really subtle difference. That's fine. That's exactly what I wanted. Let's do some shipping containers. A nice little random collection of props down here. A little bit of trash is always nice. We got terrain issues here. Yes, we do. Let's bring the sauna to the same height as the shop. There you go. I wouldn't mind some slightly more varied industrial assets, you know, just for prop detailing like this. So, a few extra shipping containers or something, you know, nothing major. Some crates maybe. And then give me those cute little vanilla crates, and we'll just have a few of these at the back of each door. Let's get a dumpster back here as well. That's trash, is it? Yeah. Okay. Another little spot here as well. Let's do what we did in that other little kind of dusty, overgrown commercial corner. The stock interchange is in, yeah. Coco is a diva, made her appearance, now she's about to do her thing. She's sleeping on the landing in front of the radiator. That's where she is. Because it's warm. It is really cold today, to be fair, and she hates the cold, so she will find the warmest spot in the house, guaranteed. Alright. I think I'm pretty happy with this little commercial space. Really awkward bit to fill that as well, isn't it? How are we looking at night time? Yeah, it's a really nice approach into the city here, isn't it? No lights on the dino oil. It makes me a little bit sad. I'll have a little posture check and hydration break either on everyone. Did you put down any government buildings? Yeah, the stock exchange went in. No government buildings, but there is like a government district planned for the downtown. So I'd expect to see a lot of them in there. Not sure where that's going yet though. Maybe next to the university. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of a really nice stretch. Oh. Oh, that was so good. Oh, brilliant. We need to bring the palms back in. Palms are sorely missing. Let's bring the tallies back in, shall we, on the road? Do a little line tool here. Let's go for 30. Even going to the roundabout. There we go. Now it's looking like a little bit more like Long Beach, isn't it? With those palms back in. Special. I really like that. It's probably one of my favourite little bit of commercial districts in the city, actually. Skyline in the background looks amazing. Do you guys want to go check someplace out? Do you want to go see the Hello People pathway? While we're here live? Because it's disgustingly busy all the time. We'll have another little hydration break here. There was an absolutely mega short of this on the channel, if you haven't seen it. Shows off just how nuts this pathway becomes. We'll check out some sightlines around the downtown as well while it's first stream here. We just spent pretty much our first hour building that first tiny little bit, didn't we? So we'll enjoy some spots around the downtown. You would think it's a match day, but it's not. It's like this all the time. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. They're essentially commuters with the computers travelling down to the ferries from the suburb to either get back up and down the waterfront or to cross the water. Quietens off a bit down here as it peels off into the Jangby Soft building, which is probably the busier path network now actually of the three, isn't it? Why are they all wearing red? Tourists. Come in here. Back up to the university. Although we do actually have a match day on right now, do we? Oh yeah, okay, we do have a match day, to be fair. But it's still like that regardless, all the time. I don't think we've seen a match day here yet, have we? Should we watch a nighttime game in the campus? That's a pretty nice view with the... Ignore the very 2D people. That's a pretty nice view there, isn't it? Can you put a walkway alongside the bridge? Yeah, we could do. We can add whatever we want to the bridge, really, because we have Move It and, like, parallel functions, so it'd be easy to install. Does anyone watch American football? Can anyone tell us what's going on right now? I have no concept of it. I'll take a little screenshot of that, actually. That's a very nice view, isn't it? Does anyone know what's going on? I love that you put the pathway through the building. Yeah, it was a really good shout, that. I can't remember whose idea it was to connect them both together, the two elevated skywalks. Patriots versus the Seahawks, is it? No touch scrum. They don't seem to be moving any further up the pitch. I ended up supporting the Raiders just to be friends with Mando in the Discord. Soon afterwards I found out the Raiders apparently suck and everyone hates them, so I was like, great. I'll now support the worst NFL team. Yes, but glorious views, of course, to be had from the continuous flow intersection. Which is quite dark, isn't it? We can maybe do some lights around here. Mega downtime views. So in love with this bit of the city. See the metro moving back into here as well now. And we're going to do something pretty similar down this as well. Further down the road network, I'm planning a kind of a second downtown road frame expansion, which will be like another road frame episode. And I think I'm going to do the bow tie intersection that I used in Ilos. So we'll kind of have another major, heavily node controlled intersection, excuse me, with those views around all four corners of it again, hopefully. Is the plan. Anyway, so what do we want to do? My stream has gone crazy for some reason. Are we okay? I have no idea what just happened there. I lost my mouse for a second. We could turn this into a beach, but I don't know if it's appropriate swimming waters because there's a ton of boat traffic here. I think I might have disconnected. Can you hear me now? Just let me, you guys can hear me, right? I think. And we're back. Yeah, that was really weird. That felt like a Windows notification. Like it killed my mouse and keyboard, like all my USB inputs for a second there. I don't know what that was. Yes, there is a Discord. It should be linked in the stream description for you to join. Come and say hello to us. Sorry, yes, so we could turn this into beach, but I don't know if it's very appropriate. Just and again, to glance back at Long Beach, which is, I guess, our inspiration for the point. There is swimmers right by the marina here, isn't there? Or at least right by somewhat active boats. They're still quite far away though, aren't they? Do we turn it into beach? Or do we key it off again? Got all this car parking down here. I guess it is for the marina. If I put this much car parking down in a build, the car parking, there's another police, the parking police. Parking police would be all over me if I did this. 100%. The whole breakwater. It's just one car park. I'd get slaughtered if I did that. You want to beach it up? Should we do some surface painting? See how we feel about some sand? We'll have to really soften the terrain because it's quite steep at the minute. I vote for the second key. Keys and market stalls. I feel like my gut is telling me that this wouldn't be an appropriate beach, but maybe it's the terrain. Let's soften the whole thing. Are we overthinking it? Am I being the beach police by saying that they wouldn't come here? He's very close to the land there as well. I think it's so close to the fishing port, that's what's putting me off. So if I can just like deepen this bit here, we'll do some like rock retaining wall stuff here or something. And just to smoothen that out. Just so the boats are a little bit clearer of the beach rather than driving basically on the beach itself. Bike paths like along the Seine, says Buddy Goes. Radioactive sand strikes again. It is quite bright, isn't it? Just ignore the radiation. Looks like it does me set up like one side of the Seine. Do we need to go check out the Seine then? Are we going to Paris? Do you have a specific location? Because the Seine's quite big. We need town, perhaps. Anything you can suggest? That's how you get tanned from all sides, radioactive sand. It is. I guess technically there is a lot of radiation at the beach anyway, isn't there? This is all very industrial through here. I'm guessing we're talking city centre, are we? I've never checked out Paris before for inspiration. Look at all this, yeah. Look at that. Train police will be happy with this. Some nice landscape around here as well, isn't there? I wish I could stay and enjoy some more egg, but I must retire. Good night, Wolf. Thanks for hanging out. Good night to the Aussies that are starting to leave us. And good morning to the Americans that are probably joining us. So Paris is great inspiration, isn't it? It's always to get distracted here, everyone. In Paris, the road is elevated like yours is with the biking under. I need a location though, dude. I can't track it down in all of this. There's many bridges. Should we just get on the water, see what's what? I mean, that was a pretty decent place to land. It's essentially this here we have, isn't it? But this is all concrete down here. Concrete and car parking. It's actually road, isn't it? It's actually drivable road here. You know what, that looks like the exact content creator bridge, doesn't it? The European one. Like exactly that bridge, actually, with these little pillar supports on it. Perfect place to land. It's not a bad idea. A little bit further down, perhaps. That's just a picture. Darwin's going to be over the moon. We were in Paris. Oh, that's the Alpha Tower. Yeah, this is quite grotty, isn't it? It's just bins. I guess that are servicing all the boats moored up here. Hmm. Yeah. I think I might be more inclined to take it down that route then, because we did mention maybe having more boats here. So if we just have a load of car parking service road with bins and concrete that service the marina, I think that might be a better shout than sandy beach here. I'm making an executive decision. I'm vetoing the sand. We're going to go for 2 keys. Let's do this one. Yeah, Darwin's going to be devastated. He missed the Paris trip. Actually, inspiration, buddy. That was a good place to land in Paris, wasn't it? of all the bridges on the Seine we could have chose. That was a happy accident, I think. You probably don't need to go as far, but I do want to bring you down a little bit. Let's bring this up to the harbour. And then if we're going to do the marina trick again, we'll do... parallel mode here. So let's bring that right up next to the quay. Pretty same technique we've done for all the other marinas in Illium so far. Okay. Come on, let me select it. Oh, it's not the right bloody pathway, is it? Forced to bridge is what I want. And then we'll marquee all of these and make them same height as this one for now, and then we'll bring it down just so it's... Let's just see how the water bounces around that. Up a little bit more, I think. Okay. I think I'm happy with those heights. How I blend you in is another point of contention. I think for now I'm just going to do that. We'll worry about that end of the marina in a second. And then the same for you. Let's come around the edge and then just stop here. Oh, if I could draw a straight line. There we go. And then we'll worry about the ends. I might just have to, I think, redraw our little fishing line here. Oh, you know, you're coming onto the land, are you? Oh, you're paying the ass. That's fine. That's fine. We can just do this. Let's just nudge these back so the boat is clear. Happy now? See if the boat likes it. You could use seaside resorts as safari resorts and place appropriate animal spawn points. That would be a great idea, Judah. Yeah, that would be great. Not on the ground. Bridge mode, we got it up. We've got it. Key is too close to the harbour, I think. Yeah, you thought right, Lemmy. I wasn't paying attention then. Was that okay? I was reading the live chat. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Okay, so let me just give this cheeky little save here as well. Just in case we do suffer a crash. Which would not be out of the ordinary for recent live streams. And then we'll use the American pedestrian bridge to form our marina structure. We'll do all the heights at once. Let's do... He just about misses that, so we'll do the other ones further down here. We'll do... I need to not have them on the floor, don't I? You actually need to have them elevated. Don't want to go too far down the river here. That'll do. So let me stop making the same mistake. If you don't bring them up out of the water, they pull the terrain with them, which gives you that little chunk of land on the end, which isn't what you want. So let's grab all those nodes, everyone down to the height of the parent node, and then we'll dip them a little bit lower down than that. The water is quite violent in here. I'm still going to have to redraw that fishing boat pathway, he's still too close here. Let's send you a little bit closer into the middle of the water. There we go. You'll probably catch a few more fish on his way there as well, actually. What sort of configuration were we looking at in Long Beach, actually? With the boat marinas, they're just straight boats down the side, are they? Can we get a view down one of them? Yeah, they're just long piers with lots of parallel boats, aren't they? That's all they are. Okay, they do have these little gangplanks here, but I can't do that because I will slam the node count by doing it that way. So I think we might just pack it out with boats. We'll probably do another one down here as well now. And over here as well. Yep. Okay. And if you didn't know, it's the hotels DLC that gives you boat sub-buildings in the official game, which is very handy indeed. I'll just do... Do every type of boat but the massive steamer, essentially. I'm just using Alt-V to select a random asset. We'll do 2 different rows of these, and then we can just use Move It to copy and paste for variation. It does feel weird putting so many boats together. I don't know why I'm so averse to them, but I guess that's what marinas are in real life, isn't it? Okay, so they should be buildings. Yes, they are. We will copy one side. Drop it over there. Spin it around and have it here as well. And then just delete the occasional one out of the repetition. I think CS1 would have really benefited from a vehicle prop DLC, giving us boats, emergency services, trains, etc. That sort of stuff. I think that was definitely the better shout than the beach, wasn't it? I think. Check out Strandvägen in Stockholm for inspiration on the Stripperland. We will, Lammy. We'll head to some Stockholm. He's in the zone. Sorry, Snap. Yeah, I was. I'm in the zone. It takes over there, doesn't it? Hey, James. Welcome to the stream, mate. Right, let's fix the ends of it. You don't need to bend like that. Tuck you in there. Go to the same height as the key. And then we'll pull this down. Just regular behavior down to there. Underrated little asset, this network, isn't it? Okay. We did mention a road down here, which would service all the boats and marinas. So I think we'll make it palm lined with 2. Let's just test out a little spice sample here. So if we go 2 tiles from the key, we can then have that big marina car parking aesthetic in, can't we? If we save ourselves 2 tiles. Small point, the boat's back up on the jetty. Oh yeah, here. Yeah, this one. That shouldn't happen here, actually. I'll leave that one open. Probably need to move that one over a bit as well. Oh yeah, they are actually touching in some instances as well, aren't they? I think I've got them all. Yeah, back to this. Yeah, okay. I think we'll just do it with that. Which is essentially the exact inspiration from Long Beach. And then you will come up. This is a tight we want to do another roundabout? Or another one of these, at least, maybe. Possibly. Let's just add a junction on here because I think a couplet road will need another little connection here. Where's my one-way non-parking roads? Excuse me, everyone. Got a real frog in my throat. Just do this for right now. Use move it to adjust the segments. Let's grade this land here, which probably needs to be factored into whatever's going to lie here. I imagine this being a bit of an isolated complex, probably a lone factory or something by the highway here. A little bit more of an industrial contrast to the heavy commercial on the other side. So I'll probably just let trees take back over from the end of this road here until that next development starts in quite a long time, because that's a 25 tile project out there. We won't be there for a little bit yet. Although, how many more tiles do we actually have to do before we start 25 tile Illium? Next milestone is 25 tiles, okay. 11,000 people, pretty much. Oh, Tesma Steven with a €5 super chat. OCS1. Get Weta. Shona. Jacktafin fight. No. Retroran. I can't pronounce that, Tess. Thank you, mate. It sounds very positive. If or EMB could translate for me, be most welcome. I'm surprised they don't auto-translate super chats yet. Because it's doing it for subtitles now, isn't it? Thank you, Tess. Appreciate the €5, mate. And then you just come down like this. A little bit of node controller fun would be nice here, I think, as well. Just open all these off. Shouldn't get any tight. There are some quite tight nodes there, actually. Maybe just a touch more breathing room for those segments. There we go. And there is a lot of tree-lined roads around here now. We were using the small bushes, weren't we? Let me do that. But I think here is the California tall palm. Too much on the marina. I think so. I think instead we'll do short palm. Okay, so that gives us road access. And we can now use this road. I wonder if we can... I was thinking, because there's so many walking networks here, but not a lot of justification for them to come down. But I did mention a pedestrian crossover here, didn't I? So maybe we can get them to use it with that. We'll have a look at that when we come to that end of the marina. Did I have Toad in the hole again? No, not for... since a couple of weeks ago, no. He likes your marina overcharged egg and is happy to see CS1. Thank you, Start. Appreciate it. And definite cul-de-sac down here as well. Using quite a lot of nodes in a really small space here. It's fine. No one tell the node police though, because they'll come and shout at me if you do. Oh, come on, node controller. You can get it. No, I just want that one there. Oh, come on. The keys are in the way. Let me just amend you. There we go. And we want to stretch this to 150. Just needed to move it slightly out of reach there. Wicked. Let's get all our car parks in. I'd like to come up with a car parking pattern. Again, just glancing back to old Long Beach here, which is really a surprise inspiration for today's build. Big shout out to Shannon for that. And we'll give the name after you today, Shannon, actually. Do you want Shannon Marina? Do you want that? If you're still here, that is. You might have gone now. But it's restrooms, isn't it? Yeah, boat only restrooms and no dogs. How sad. Yeah, so there's a restaurant and restrooms in the car park, and that's pretty much it, isn't it? Oh, this is a really nice bit of fusing through here, isn't it? Bet this looks like a cool building. There's a little bit seaside resort to that stuff, isn't it? Wheel Fun Rentals. Okay. There's another little building here as well. What are you? You look like park maintenance, actually. Just more restrooms. Okay. Alright. That's plenty of inspiration to go out, I think, isn't it? Quailshy Marina. We can do that. Add a new district just for your shout out, Shannon. Appreciate the Long Beach idea. Quailshy Marina. Cool. So the toilets will be easily handled with Park Life. We'll have you... Yeah. And then for the restaurant, I'm thinking the tourism one. Where is it? The little seafood grill. Where are you? You're here somewhere. I know you are. Yeah, there. That one. If you can't bring your own dog, what's the point of even owning a boat? I know, right? Anywhere that disallows dogs is like immediate bad vibes for me. Like, why would you not want the presence of dogs? Especially Cocoa Beans, who speak of the devil. He's back in her bed, but it keeps crashing. Why does it do that? I have to keep adding... Every time I turn the camera off, I have to add it back again. You guys see that? She's back in her bed. That should be pretty good watching for you, lot. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Star. Just shows an empty bed. Please do the safari in Illium. Really excited to see you build one. We can certainly try it, yeah. I'm not against it. Be interesting. How many episodes are left for Illium? A lot. Illium's nowhere near finished yet. If you want a grander context of the build. Like, we're not even halfway through the downtown space yet. All this has to be filled. We've not been over here. All this will grow. This out here. This bit of land has to be finished. The whole peninsula needs to be developed. Likely some smaller rural towns out in these hills. A couple of mountaintop builds probably. There's some quite interesting mountains in Illium. So it's a long way. This will probably end up being one of the longest series. Up there with Ilos, like 18, 24 months long probably. Illium will run for. It's a big map, and the mods will allow us to build on terrain that would otherwise say no. So a long time. Don't worry about Illium finishing anytime soon. Alright. I'm happy with this. Let's continue up with more car parking. The car parking please have any complaints today, please refer yourself to Long Beach, California, and complain to them rather than me, because this is where it's from. Push some up. They don't work too bad on a bend, these little vanilla car parks. Really quite tasty assets, these. Although this little jittering is making me feel a bit sick. Bear with it, everyone. We're nearly done. We are nearly done. It's a nice map. It's a wonderful map. I really like it. Then we had more restrooms. We can't use any zoo ones because we haven't built a zoo yet, so we'll just stick with Park Life, and then possible Park Life Cafe will absolutely be welcome here as well. And we'll get some extra details in here as well. I don't even mind going ahead and repeating my little planter design as well. Come down here, planter. You've all gone a little bit crazy. There we go. Let's add a bit more. We should be able to be getting a sample now of what we see in California at least. Boats on the right, car parking on the left. Here we are walking down the quay. Shoot, gotta leave for work. We'll catch up on the VOD. Have a nice rest of the stream, and don't forget to hit the like button because it's okay. Thank you so much, Star. Enjoy your shift. Hope it goes okay. Have you got any early ideas for a future CS1 new series? No, not even thinking about it at the minute, Jazz. Not even thinking about it at the minute. Okay. Let's activate the stairs. We'll just do... I'm not going to do every single set of stairs because that is a pretty vast waste of nodes. I'll just do the occasional one. He says, adding multiple stairs. And if we're glancing back to what we saw in Paris, it is just, it's concrete and bin detailing really, isn't it? I am fine with. There's a fair amount of concrete here though. It is getting very grey, but we'll break it up. We'll break it up. Bring that down to the marina. Is there anything we can do about the terrain here? It's very intense. Or contour lines at play. That sort of helps it. Just like that. I don't think there's anything we're able to do about that there. And then we need this to be walkable as well. Which we'll do that with this key. Or maybe down to the road, and then I'll make another key walkable. Well, that's we've used so many nodes today. Let me just check how many nodes are on it, actually. Let me just check. Because I am using a lot of them. Net nodes. Oh, 33%. It's absolutely fine, everyone. It's only 33%. No worries at all. Fantastic. Okay, let's wait for someone to walk this so we can get excited about that. Wouldn't take too long. Advanced parking AI is on Jedi, yes it is. What type of pup? She's a boykin spaniel. A very tired one as well. She has her pink pig is just out of frame. Let me see if I can place it into her bed without disturbing her. Oh, no, I disturbed it. Just placing that in there, cocoa beans. Okay. Oops. I accidentally woke her up. Okay, cocoa beans. I'm just giving you your pig. Oh yes, there we go. Walk around the authentic space sims. Fantastic. Isn't that nice? Oh yeah, we like that. It does, however, need some detailing doing to it. So in Paris, it was just trash, which is no personal comment on Paris, for the record. I'm not ganging up on the French subscribers, God forbid. Are you actually going to work here, or are you deforming with the terrain? Do we need to use move it? Yeah, you'll be fine, okay. It just doesn't like them being placed on weird terrain like that. So we'll do 2 bins, a little bit of trash, a couch. That's maybe too much debris. And maybe some of those plazas and promenades recycling bins, maybe. Or we'll do those in a different installation. We'll have regular trash and recycling. Okay, and then a few more down here. Just that little row of plazas recycling bins here. If I push that the wrong way around, yeah, they can't actually throw anything in it there, can they? No. Let me make sure I put it facing the right way. I've done the same thing again there. So essentially it's just the whole stair line is filled with service for people living in the boats. Restrooms, bins, something to eat, etc. You will come over here. Have a few recycling stations. Let's keep the surface painter going down the quay as well. All the way down here. Up to here, I think. Maybe up to this pathway. And then I'll use that to break the concrete off then. We'll just have a bit of park space, some green area, etc. I think I'm not against another one of these little tufty, overgrown gardens we go for here too. 171 of you here as well. Thank you for joining me for a little evening live stream. The live streams over the next couple of weeks, I think I'm going to test a few different times. We haven't done a lot of UK evening streaming for a while. So I think we'll maybe throw in a... Oh, was she gone again? Oh, I disturbed her, didn't I? I pissed her off because I gave her her pig back. I thought she would have wanted it. But she's not. In fact, I'm just going to make it very small rather than turning it off, because every time I'm turning it off, the webcam seems to crash. I wonder if there's a driver out of date there, maybe. Possibly. If she comes back, I'll make it big. I'm gonna go for some more of that cute little prop fencing over here too. So let's use some of the nice Green City stuff actually. I don't even know if it is Green Cities actually. I don't think it is it? It's something to break up the green. Or the grey, rather. Pull you down here. Yeah, it's a nice little planter feature for the coastline here, isn't it? Really nice views up to the downtown as well, actually. I just jumped onto my first live in months and she leaves like that. I know, mate, I'm sorry. That was totally my fault. I totally disturbed it. So sorry, Cocoa Beans. Hope she'll forgive us. Okay. Let's keep refining here. It's coming together, isn't it? I feel. Some taxi stands, maybe? Underutilized asset. Maybe have one there. Do you think it's worth pulling a bus down to the marina? Is there a bus going through here? No. I guess it's within walking distance, isn't it? Especially if there's another stop here as well. I might do it to the stop. Oh no, it's down there, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think we will bring a bus then. Other assets to fill this space, everyone. What else do we want down here? Again, we do have inspiration, don't we? I just need, like, surrounding marina concrete space. Can we get a street view here? Long Beach Marinas. Looks like more toilets, is it? Yeah, literally, there's toilets everywhere. A little water fountain. A little water fountain prop, maybe. Let me head down here. This dude looks like he's contemplating life choices out here, doesn't he? What a wonderful view. Bollards. Spotted. Big industrial... Is that a Titanic? Looks like it. And big industrial views there, isn't there? Look at that dome. I love an industrial sightline. Yeah, it's just more like roundhouse buildings, isn't it? More cafes, boat clubs, marinas, toilets, etc. Tends to be all that's here, isn't it? Seaside Resort's unique. I think it'd be too modern for this area because we're quite modern shopping commercial here. I mean, I'll try it, but I don't think it'll work. What, like something like this? And then again, actually, this might look like an old Coast Guard's place or something. Or like a clubhouse. I don't hate it, but I don't know where it goes. We'll obviously move the pathway. I won't just let them. Then again, they do actually walk through the front door there. It's not too bad. That's what I was thinking, a boat club built in that specific style. Yeah. I don't hate the idea of using it as a boat club, but maybe further down this end of the marina, maybe over here. To round off this side. Maybe at the entrance of the harbour, says Tommy. Yeah, I think you're right, Tommy. I think you're right, mate. And we could do it here. And then actually kind of use that greenbelt idea we wanted to do to help frame quite a landscaped boat club here. I think down the other end we'll just do kiosks, hot dog stands, etc. On the concrete. And yeah, let's do a bit of a... So let's get a nice sign out here. To indicate the importance of boat club. Very info sign seems pretty appropriate, doesn't it? We can pretend it says, "Welcome to Illium Boat Club." And then we'll have some more nice prop fencing around the edge of it here. Could do some hedging, actually. Short, sparse hedge. Can I... I'm not really bothered about having the stairs here. But it won't join the two keys together, will it, if I downgrade? Oh, no, it will. No, it will. You just can't blend content creator and official keys, can you? That's my confusion there. And you also don't need to be there anymore. Yeah, I'm not hugely fussed about having the stairs all the way around. We'll go with this nice hedge. A little bit of surface painter up here to save a node on the path detailing. There we go. Maybe make a boat club with kayaks outside. Yeah, we can do that, Brassite. Make sure this sign's nice and kind of visible here without clipping the hedge. Two of them, even. I'm gonna do some fairly dramatic trees in here, a couple of date palms maybe. It's quite a nice setting for seaside resorts, actually, isn't it? I guess by the seaside, probably where they're intended to be used, right? So everyone's heights here as well. And we'll wrap up this side of the marina while we're here. So the road can continue. And then this will come back down and plug in here. We also don't need that pathway anymore either. And we can probably pull that up as well. There we go. Okay. Hydration break, I think, everyone. Definitely a posture check. Why can't I find those tiny boats that you have in the marina? Are they props or buildings? They are sub buildings, so to get them, come to find it, hit your plus icon. And then in this drop down, you want to select sub buildings, and this will bring up all the sub buildings. They're like totally separate from the rest of the find it assets. Oh, excuse me, I just absolutely booted my desk. And then when you're in here, just search for boat and you'll get them. How about some amusement park props? Not a bad idea, Lammy. Yeah, you know what, a Ferris wheel would be nice here, actually. A Ferris wheel would be good. The marina near me has coffee trucks for the workers. Yeah, good shout, Spade. Definitely food trucks. Kayak detail would be spicy. Yeah, we can do some kayaks. Like a kayak rental place. I think we can do that. I don't know why, but your save file gave me back an error. Are you missing any DLC that I've used? If you're missing networks that are in Illium, it won't load at all for you. So for example, if you don't have the mass transit DLC to get monorails, all of the monorail networks will be classed as missing and the save will crash. You essentially need all the DLC to load my cities because I use pretty much all of them every time. If you do have them and it's still crashing, then Skyve mod reporting is my advice there. Right. I really want the other park stuff unlocked. We haven't placed any of them. And I need a level 5 one to get the Ferris wheel. Right, that's not happening then. I wonder if I can squeeze a tiny little commercial building down here as like a kayak rental. The question is though, what building looks like it rents kayaks? Something from Green Cities maybe? Maybe one of these. We're gonna have to do some pretty gnarly spawning points work here. Again, the stairs are hindering me more than anything. Looking at view here. Just bend that segment out a tiny little bit. They won't mind that. And then kayaks and nature reserve props, right? Yeah, indeed. And for you, we'll do 2 meter spacing. Something like that. I don't think I hate the green cities asset down here. Let's change the Y value of this as well. There you go. Yeah, okay. And then classic food truck vibes, I think, right? Let's do... some of these. Although the terrain here is gonna really not make it massively easy. Let's move down here a little bit, in fact, actually. Let's get a little double ice cream stand out here. Slightly on the key there, aren't they? Oh, Coca Beans is coming back upstairs. So hope she come and joins us. It just needs to come up slightly. Did one disappear? Oh, there it is. Just sprung up out of the ground. Fantastic. Long live Cities 1. Thank you, Goji. Glad you're enjoying it, mate. You can round off the building with an old lighthouse to match the boat club. Yeah, I like that, Judah. Lighthouse would be a good shout. Yeah, I think I like that brass out. Little kayak hire on the marina here. I think the Green Cities asset does a job for that, doesn't it? Oh, boat crash. let's just remove that last little bit, shall we? Okay. This is a really nice compliment to Sapphire Marine as well, isn't it? Very much enjoying this. And then we'll finish off this little end of car parking district here with I think another restaurant and some more toilets. Because we saw a few different toilet blocks there in Long Beach, didn't we? That's it there. And then a final restaurant asset. Maybe something from shopping malls. Shopping malls has some really nice kind of like rooftop bars to it, doesn't it? These ones. I feel like I'm getting a sore throat. Probably because I've been talking for 2 hours. Probably. You guys have to let me know, the 161 of you that are still here with me. What city or stream, or game rather, do you want to see on Thursday's stream? Do you want to see the modded Mile Grid City that we started? Probably can't do 2 Illiums in a week. We'll make too much progress from an episode, I think. Do you want Cities 2? Do you want to see Yokeley, which isn't massively streamable anymore with its current performance? But let me know what you want to see. Okay, I'm happy with that. Lighthouse was mentioned, wasn't it? Here? Oh, there is already one actually. I just can't get to it to detail it because it's in 25 tiles. Okay, yeah, we won't do another lighthouse then, where we already have one there. We'll return to some family-friendly entertainment. How do I still not have a level 4 city park? Why is that happening? Where's Arcus Hill? Only 1 star. 0 income. Why is no one visiting Arcus Hills? It's connected. Very strange. Okay. Did we place another park? This one's level 2. It just needs the entertainment. Okay, well, I'll cheese the entertainment by spamming gazebos. Still more? Okay. Gazebo say. Oh, my cheese isn't working. My cheese is broke. Okay, do you want higher value assets than gazebos, do you? A chess park, maybe? There we go. Fantastic. Okay, let me just delete all these buildings here. There's quite a lot of them. There we go. Now I can have my play area. Yeah, so we'll place this here. We'll grab some regular tiny parks as well. Some of those new tourism ones. And that should be it, I think. Anno Thessia, please. I second Thessia. CS one for sure. Nubio called Pala, but Nubio doesn't load anymore. Oh, I can't get into it, mate. It's Nubio is dead because it used the old 25 tile mod, not 81 tiles. And if you load into it now, that mod is way broken. All the districts and the tiles are knackered. So Nubio is a no-go for a live stream, unfortunately. Town to City, Thessia, that's 4 votes for Thessia, 5 for Thessia, Manor Lords, 6 for Thessia. Annual Manor Lords. Okay, I think Thessia is the overwhelming favourite there, isn't it? Okay, I'll probably do a Thessia stream Thursday then, if that's what you guys want. Thessia seems to be the favourite. It has been a while as well since we streamed Thessia, to be fair. Ilos. We did an Ilos revisit not too long ago, so I doubt we'll go back anytime soon. We went back and rebuilt the stadium, or placed one of Bad Peanuts' stadiums, sorry, in the downtown. So we probably won't head back. Ilos is also pretty broken as well now. It's it hasn't fared well with assets being removed from the workshop and trees not playing fair, things like that. Okay. I think we'll just expand this with trees that are already present on our assets, just to make it look a bit more well blended together, which is a lot of green tree cluster really. A couple of big bushes, and that's the Chinese palm, isn't it? No, the Corsican pine. Love that one here. With some larger palm. What were we surface painting these roads? I think I prefer the more orangey sand. I think it's the gravel texture on this theme, isn't it? All these little dirt islands will fill in. These petrol stations have stayed pretty happy, which is good news. Everyone's happy through there. And so all the way through. A lot of paints in there as well. Super. And then I did mention just the forest coming back in, so I think we'll actually downgrade these first few segments of the marina to just be non-tree lined. And then we'll have Illium's forest back on the riverbank here. Which will continue quite tightly around the cliffs. And then back into here. Where again, I think like I said earlier, I can probably picture a more isolated factory on its own here in this little bump of land. So we'll blend that back in, I think. Another couple little bits to sort out down here. Please make more Thessia videos, best CS1 series. It essentially needs to be finished. Like, even if I brought Thessia back, it would be back for like 2 weeks, and then it's done. It's like 65 episodes in the playlist now. And the map is pretty much finished. There's only like a few proper buildable areas left. Do you have pre-YouTube Cities 1 worlds? Yes, although they're long lost now though. They were built on 2 PCs ago. My very first cities. Yeah. But yeah, they weren't very good. they were worse than Fremwood. So not amazing. But yes, there were pre-CS1 builds. A lot of it, to be honest, was building along with Imperial Jedi. That's really how I learned to play CS. If it wasn't for Imperial Jedi, there would be no overcharged egg. Let's give posh boaters a little gazebo out here. It's with a shady oak and some nice benches, maybe. Place to discuss the latest boat happenings. And maybe a memorial for those lost at sea. Indicated by a half-moon sculpture. For the Illium boaters that have died. Move that date palm out a little bit. And some sort of sign here to indicate such a memorial. This one here. And maybe a bit more century. Maybe just the kind of the grey sign actually. That basically just says rest at sea, I think. Egg, with so much focus on marinas and boats, could you make a naval base and shipyard? Yeah, probably. We'll probably get around to some big industrial port builds at some point. Never reverse to shipyards, etc. Why do people remove their assets from CS1? Simply just clearing out their upload library. Or they might not want to support CS1 asset making anymore. Or their account is deleted or goes inactive, and anything they've uploaded also goes with it. So I think there's a few different reasons really why. Sometimes the asset just straight up breaks with a patch and they can't be bothered to fix it, so they just remove it. Because when I do City Showcase, real asset heavy showcases, you see how much has been removed from the workshop over the last 2 years since CS2 came out. It's usually quite insignificant stuff like air vent props, which, you know, you're never going to notice an air vent missing on a building. But the original surface decals, all of this stuff, the gravels and the concrete, the pack that everyone used for them got removed before someone re-uploaded them because they're very important. Which is why Thessia and Ilos are missing tons of concrete texture, because those assets I used are gone now. So it is a little bit of a pain. Ice cream parlour here surely on the waterfront works well, doesn't it? Try and piece these together. Move them up a bit actually. I'll just have that there on the corner. I really like Stacia. Thank you, Memo from Essex. Jedi does still stream on Twitch. Yes, he does. He's just a Twitcher now, isn't he? He tried to make a few attempts to return to YouTube. But yeah, he's never permanently stayed back, unfortunately. I think he came back for a few DLCs, but yeah, he's not been consistently active for probably since I started, to be honest. It was about I started when Jedi moved to Twitch. Kind of replaced him on YouTube with City's vanilla content, because he was the vanilla guy when I started my channel in 2019. Again, that's how I learned to play the game. But as he left, I came in, really. Alright. I think I'm pretty happy with this marina space up here. We need to do the top, actually. I want more kiosks, hot dog stands, etc. up here. We did bring in these little mid-century modern units, which I'd like to use. I don't want 3 of them there. Let's see how we can position you. Let's do a little bit of back-to-back action, shall we? See if we can piece you together. Ignore the terrain jittering, which is very nauseating. My apologies. Do I still have plans for making a theme park in Illium? Yeah, we'll have some theme parks. We'll have all the parks. We'll do them all eventually. I'll tell you what, I do need your guys' help though. I am quite indecisive on this section of Illium here. Blending university back to industry, which is a heavy industry as well. It's not like this is, you know, something small and cute. This is a massive complex. But yeah, blending downtown in with industrial. And I was going to do like an arts and culture district here, using the academic library and stuff right next to the campus. But I feel that would be a really weird transition to go from like a super landscape culture district by the park into extremely heavy industry. So I'm not sure on a transitional build between the campus and the factory here. If anyone has any ideas, VOD watchers included as well, if you've made it 2 hours and 12 minutes into a VOD. Let me know. Let me know what you think of that. Haven't quite figured it out yet. Wonderful. We're not getting too much traffic stopping and starting on this couple either, which is nice. I was worried of that. Let's grab more food tents. Food tents. We'll take lots of these. We'll have one here. Little hot dog stand. Let's get some of those little news looking kiosks as well. Statue of Jerry Sr. potentially. God rest Jerry Sr.'s soul. Maybe some benches. People can pay their respects to CS's greatest policeman. I should bring the Jerry props back into Illium actually, shouldn't I? Even though he emigrated to Thessia to escape what he did in Lilos. But maybe Mitch kicked him out of Thessia, right? Now he's back in Illium. Any excuse to bring those extremely polygonal police props back in. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm loving all the little layers you can see developing here. It's probably more apparent from this angle, isn't it? Yeah. Nice tidy little use of the space today. Cool. And then I'm not really attracting people down here, although all these planters are all hovering. Let me fix this. Want props and trees here. Let's come back onto the pavement a little bit. I placed them a bit too far forward, didn't I? And I think I'll go with that Illium forest here too, in this empty space. I don't want tons of commercial down here. I'll end up just attracting too many people. Just going with our thicker trees. Cool. I think I'm pretty happy with that then. There's a little bit of awkward space down here I want to tie up. Around the roundabout. There's also some dodgy surface painter going on as well. And what did you guys say? Let me have a little read of live chat here. Thank you for the great content. Museum doesn't often get the chance. Thank you for your content in a live setting. You're very welcome, Che. Thank you for your support, mate. You could do row houses. They appear near downtowns, but also that's a good shout, Cirrus. Row house district would be good. I think you should do some older commercial by the campus, low tier university city houses by the factory. Some low medium density Soviet style building, giving a bit of Chernobyl vibes. Still do the artsy district, but then make it look kinda old-timey towards the industrial part. There is Freetown Christiana in Denmark that can serve as inspo. Should we head there now? We'll head there now. Here. Copenhagen. So what, blending downtown to industry? I guess over here is the industry, right? I like this, but it's quite different landscape to Illium, because I think you've got a lot of the water, which helps break a build-up. We'll take a look, though. Can't really see much here, can we? Let's see if we can get a sense of that. What is this place? It's all in Danish. I can't read it. Who knows what it is? It's lost knowledge. No one knows what that building is anymore. I have no sense of direction here. Oh, there it is. Okay, and I guess you can see this from downtown, can you? It's like, where's central Copenhagen? Like right here? Maybe from this one then. Oh, that's just a random picture. And again. It's, you got no street view here? There we go. Yeah, okay. That's a pretty nice setting, isn't it? I like it. But I think the water really helps it there, doesn't it? The water helps boundary it. Definitely a good industry blend. It's a downtown in Portland. Go check out Portland as well. Portland, Oregon. Let's have a look. Industries here. Okay, yeah, this is much closer. So where's central Portland? Like here? Can I get a view across the river? Not really. Oh yeah, so okay, we can see it here. I need to be on that bridge. Let me on that bridge, please. Random picture again. You just give me a street view, please. There we go. It's kind of overexposed. Very overexposed, actually. Okay, so we have downtown here in the blinding Oregon sun. And then this is essentially emerging downtowns, isn't it? Climbs out of emerging downtowns into a massive industrial area here. Which is a big rail yard, actually. Okay, Portland might actually be quite good inspiration for that then. Who said Portland? Buddy Goes. Good shout, mate. I think we might be visiting Portland for that build at some point then. Yeah. Looking at hovering props, is it possible to make a Venice-like build? Yeah, you could. You just have to integrate a lot of canals between streets and a load of key work. But yeah, you could totally build a Venice and see it. It's probably been done, hasn't it? I imagine someone's probably taken inspiration for a Venice build at some point. I'd be surprised if it hasn't. Anyway, back to tying up this awkward area before we get distracted by Google Maps again. Well, how have you guys been enjoying Illium? Has it been... Because I say this every time, but every time one of like the love series passes away, i.e. Rannoch, I always hope the next city that comes along, in this case Illium, manages to fill that void for you all. Here, I think we'll just go overgrown. I'm going to have to use sand surface, gravel decals for it there. Because you won't surface paint nicely, will you? No. You are sort of on the surface painter line, actually, you're not far off of it. Okay, I'll do this point to surface painter. And then we'll leave those awkward edges up to the decals to fix. Just have this as overgrown highway land here. And then just a couple of these. Straighten that edge off. Who's Cocoa Beans back? She's sort of back, can you guys see her? She is... No, she's just out of frame. Hold on. There you go. See her now? She is. She's avoiding her bed. But she is within orbit of it at least. I'm not sure what I'll do with this little corner. I think I'll actually just change the fencing around here, actually. Bring that up to the end over here. And then bring this stuff up to the top. Fantastic. And you as well. Cool. Could have done this as more commercial through here, but don't really want tons of vehicles stopping on this road. There's already quite a few as it is with today's build. Fast-ish, and then we'll do our build guide overgrown brush. I can just flourish in this little space. And we'll do some hand-placed, thicker, large bush as well. And here, I'll just take the surface painter down to this road. Level it off with some concrete there. Just so it's straight and perfect. Illium is the best build so far. Thank you, Judda. Appreciate it, mate. This has been much better than Rannoch. Thank you so much, Archie. Series has been awesome. It's becoming one of your best series, IMO. Thank you, guys. There's no sun in Oregon, sadly. Imperator has done a Venice-style build. Did he do a full city, or just like an area inspired by Venice? I don't think I've seen a full city build of Venice, like a recreation project. I imagine the map's been made, hasn't it? There must be a Venice map. Illium's up there with Dessia for me too. Mods remove the constraints to show your creativity. Rannoch was great, but Illium is better. Appreciate all the kind words, guys. Thank you very much. Wonderful. I think we're pretty much done with this then. And that leaves us at pretty much 2.5 hours. So I think we'll leave the stream now. But I hope you found some inspiration from that. How to fill some really awkward shaped land. We managed to pack quite a lot in there. And just how much inspiration a simple trip to Google Maps can provide, right? Bit of restaurant, car parking, bathroom repetition along a car park heavy marina. I'm really happy with how this whole area turned out here, and we've got people using the marina keys as well. Really like that. Helps a lot, doesn't it? So you guys want a Thessia stream, do you? On Thursday? I think we'll do a Thessia stream. I think, anyway. Yeah. Let's... Do you guys want a downtown sunset view as we say goodbye? Without showing off the build. That isn't out on YouTube yet. Here. Let's say goodbye here. Shall we? Yeah, somewhere there, I think. Alright guys, thank you for hanging out. And certainly expect more consistent live streaming going forward. I mentioned today earlier, if you weren't here, I do want to do at least 2 live streams a week. Going into 2026. I'm going to aim for Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm going to experiment with some times, probably over February, to see when we can get the most views. I'm going to try a UK stream about 6 PM. I'll probably try next week, but we'll do a similar time for this Thessia stream that we've done today on Thursday. Yeah, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you for bearing with me for not streaming for... How long has it actually been? When was the last live stream? It's not good news. I'll tell you that. It's not good news. A month ago, but essentially it's 2 months ago. It'll tick over on the timer soon. Which is not cool. Because I really enjoy them when I'm live. I just need to be much more consistent at them, which we're going to be this year. So thank you for hanging out and all your support, the donations today as well. Been very generous and kind. And all the kind words. It's so nice to see how much you guys take from these cities. And I hope you enjoy hanging out in them live as well. Seeing them away from the episodes. Because I think it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Like this is a nice sightline of Illium here. I'm thoroughly enjoying the build. And I'm glad you all are as well. But I guess I'll see you in Thessia on Thursday, if you fancy a bit of that. Otherwise, shout out to Brassack for modding for me, mate. Although I don't think we've had any pain in the asses all night, have we? I appreciate you hanging out, Brassack. And to all the regulars, Ott, Flopsky, EMB, Buddy Goes, Bread Pickles, Shannon Cheeks, Adulterated Jedi, Spades, Tommy Ohio, or Occo rather. Anne, this was your first stream. Thank you for watching it. Glad you enjoyed it. And yes, we will do the Safari build, Judda, at some point. I'll give it a go. Can't promise it'll be any good. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Yoakley is out tomorrow, as always. And I'll make a video this week talking about that CS2 update from Iceflake as well. We'll touch on that. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of the day. I'll see you later. Bye.